Now from the 4-game set between the Tampa Bay Rays and the Los Angeles Angels. Longest winning streak in baseball history. Coming up next. Dylan Bundy, a right-hander from the Sooner State, gets the starting assignment here. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, getting a look at Dylan Bundy, this guy's made some changes throughout his career. Former first-round draft pick out of high school from the state of Oklahoma. Started his career in the bullpen, has made the switch to the starting rotation. Good fastball, doesn't throw as hard as he did early in his career. Keeps the ball in the ballpark pretty well and throws strikes. If he's throwing strikes, he has a chance to pitch well in this one.
Striding in is Ichiro Suzuki, and we are ready for some daytime baseball. Lifted down the line in left, and it's a foul ball.
First pitch, 12:35.
The windup and the 0-1. These Angels, as they enter play here this afternoon, fellas, they continue to fall on hard times, losing again last time out, and that makes 7 losses in their last 8 games.
Yeah, Matty, dropping their last game. Now they find themselves at 500 again. They got to find a way to get on a hot streak. You cannot continue to go peaks and valleys throughout the course of the season and ride that 500 line all year. At some point, you're going to have to take 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10 to get this going in the right direction.
Fastball over the outside, but in there for a strike. Still even at 2-2. Rendon trying to get there, and this is going to be a foul ball. And another foul ball.
He's going to be thinking about that pitch all night if he doesn't have a big game right here. Pulled his front shoulder and everything went with it.
Full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes to the Rays DH.
Gotta love the battle we're seeing right out of the gates in this game. That's 7 pitches now, and if this is any indication, we're in for a good contest here.
Popped him up. Rendon has room in foul territory. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Time now for a look at the Rays' starting 9. Mark, how do they go about breaking out the brooms on the road?
Well, Matty, this team can do one thing very well. This lineup leads the league in home runs, and that's why people pay the price of admission. They want to see the long ball. Everybody loves home runs, and it's exactly what this lineup gives you. They get count leverage, 1-0, 2-0, 3-1. Don't look for that base hit the other way. They are trying to turn and burn.
Pitch on the way. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, Crawford brings in a batting average resting just under 320, and they'll look to inch closer to that mark with a base hit here.
Matty, this is one of the best offensive forces in the sport. Not only an amazing batting average, but does it in a variety of different ways with damage.
And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Back up the middle and in for a base hit.
Hey, Dan, this guy's having a monster series on the road. Were you aware of the home-road splits?
I think every player is, and sometimes it's a matter of being either comfortable on the mound or comfortable in a batter's box in some visiting ballparks, and some guys, quite frankly, like it better on the road than they do at home.
So now to the plate, Michael Jordan, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. I'm set with the 0-1. Now the slider gets the call in the bottom part of the zone.
Good speed at first and good speed with the guy at the dish. It's going to be tough to double up these guys. If you're an infielder, got to get rid of it quick.
Crawford stands at first with 1 out. And a fastball blew it right by him, and there are 2 down.
This is the kind of at bat where your hitting coach grabs you on the way back to the dugout to have a little chat about your approach. Not a lot of positives to draw from that at bat when you take 2 strikes and then you chase one out of the zone to go down on only 3 pitches.
And that'll bring Anthony Rizzo to the plate as he'll take a look at ball 1. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. And that's in there for his strike 1-1, hoping to discourage a steal attempt with the slide step here.
Yeah, that's a good way of trying to control the running game, Matt. The problem with it, though, it has a tendency to throw your command off because you're worrying about that runner on base.
The 1-1.
He's looking pretty passive here, hitting with a chance to drive in a run. Going to have to make something happen with 2 strikes now.
The 1-2 is a fastball down below the knees.
I know he missed with a fastball right there, but this guy's arsenal, you can't figure out what he's trying to do. He's got a lot of different directions he could go in right here.
Pitch misses the throw down. Not in time. He's in there at second. Certainly a very close play at second on that bag. So let's analyze it with show track. We all know he's got plus speed on his side, and you really see it represented in the top speed. That really made the difference on that one. Pitch on its way. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Ready with the payoff pitch. High in the air out to center field. And Trout will make the catch, and that ends the inning. 1 left for Tampa. Now the Angels will get their first crack at it. No score. Number 46, a right-hander from the Keystone State, gets the ball as the starter in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Boy, was he super good in this last one. A complete game shutout. A true gem. He certainly would like to repeat that performance here.
So now into the box is Jim Skip. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. And guys, the Rays, as they begin play here this afternoon, they come in unbeaten and playing well here in the early going.
Matty, this is the best team in baseball right now. I mean, just a double-digit winning streak that, I mean, maybe happens to 2 or 3 teams a year you get this hot. This team is rocking in all facets right now, and they're a fun watch.
2-0 now. Now here it comes. Fastball right back to the mound, and he'll flip on to first to record the out.
Batting second.
Well, here's a look now at the Angels starting lineup. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
Well, you always have to beware of Mike Trout. He's slugging over 600 coming into play. That's a lot of extra base hits, a lot of home runs, a lot of doubles, and a lot of balls in the gap. That doesn't come easy, and he has really impressed a lot of people so far this year.
Standing in now, David Fletcher, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He'll check in here at 256. 3 homers, 10 RBIs. The 1-0. And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes is Mr. Ed Drummond.
Yeah, Matty. Hey, you know what, Dero? This Ed Drummond, he's a good umpire. Fair umpire, good ball and strike umpire. Pretty much straight down the road.
That's all you look for, Dan. Just be consistent. I don't care if you're given 2 to 3 inches off the outside corner, but you can't do it on the inside corner. If you're going to stick to one thing and stay consistent with it, no player will have a gripe with you.
And that misses off the plate and low, so it's 3-1 now. Trouble waiting next as you see Mike Trout in the on-deck circle. This one's down to third. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
Batting third, the center fielder, Mike Trout.
Next up, Mike Trout. He brings a hit streak that currently sits at 6 games entering play. Here's the first pitch to him as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Counts even to Trout, 1-1.
That's just a great pitch right there. Great execution. He just got that hitter to think that pitch was knee-high. Nasty diving out of the zone.
And this is taken for a called strike, and he's not in love with that call either. It's 1-2 now. And it's fouled away. One and two, here it comes. And that's going to be high, 2-2 now.
So that's 2 pitches in a row above the belt. As a hitter, that's what you're looking for, especially when it's a day game.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Angels are gone in order, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. Digging in will be Alex Rodriguez, as it'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up to kick off the second inning. First offering on its way. A high fastball is in there. And he falls behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And a slider. Oh, got a favorable call on that one, as that's the first out of the inning.
Well, no preferential treatment there. Sometimes we see great hitters have their calls go their way on close pitches, but not this time. I think that was actually a good take, but on 2 strikes, anything that close can go either way.
At the plate now, George Brett. And he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball, 1-0. And you see the numbers there. He's been very dangerous at the plate, to say the least. Now the 1-0. Brett stands at 6 foot even. Bats left, throws right. He's been in the big leagues for over 2 decades now. That kind of longevity is extremely rare in just about any sport. It's great to see.
Yeah, there's just no other way to slice it but the fact that if you're going to hang in for over 2 decades, you're probably Hall of Fame worthy, or at least have accrued the numbers to get you there. I mean, for people to stay in the game that long, the amount of adjustments you have to make and the ability to find a way to stay on the field, to go to the post and stay healthy for over 2 decades is mind-blowing.
Sent on the ground out to second, right to him, and he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out.
Batting 7, the left fielder, number 3, Bryce Harper.
And Bryce Harper will dig in at the plate as he enters this one with an absurdly high batting average. Definitely one of the most dangerous hitters in the league these days. First pitch of the AB on its way, as he'll take a look at ball one. And he watches a called strike as this one bears in on him. 1-1.
One of the best ways to keep a guy uncomfortable is to pound him inside. They're doing that, and this one caught the zone.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And the shift will not amount to much here as this is lifted in the air out to right field. In there, a base hit.
Batting it, the catcher, Victor Martinez.
At the plate, Victor Martinez, as he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. From the belt, the pitch. And he just misses inside with the fastball there. No score here as we play inning number 2. A 1-2 count to the Rays catcher. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Into center field, line drive, base hit.
Hey guys, he doubled up on that breaking ball. The batter obviously timed the first one. Second one, he was not going to let go. Good wood on that one, able to drive it for a base hit.
Into the box now, Brandon Lau. Average still well up there to begin play. 14 homers and an even. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. A little bit outside. 2-1.
Hey, time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
Harper on second. Martinez at first. 2 out in the inning. Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone.
He really needs to find a pitch to put this guy away with right here, right now. He can't allow this inning to get any worse than it's already become.
Fouled away. And he fouls this one off. Here's the payoff pitch, and he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
I think he was trying to be a little too fine there, and a walk is the result. Well, the good news is he has a force at every base. The bad news, a single probably drives in a couple of runs.
Next to dig in, Ichiro Suzuki. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Right side, but it's well foul.
After the walk and with runners on the bags, he couldn't afford to fall behind here. Nice job of jumping ahead with strike 1.
2 out, bases loaded. And a fastball way off target here, and it's even at 1. Popped him up. Fletcher is there. He's got it, and that'll get him out of the jam. Rays leave him loaded. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Frustration boiling over with an opportunity missed. Back with more of this Thursday afternoon business person special following this. So here's the cleanup hitter, Reggie Jackson. He's set to lead off the home half of the second.
Jackson.
Now here's the first offering.
Hey, love the confidence in that pitch right there. Going right after one of the better hitters on this team. Not afraid to execute.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Fastball well outside. One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. Into the windup and the pitch. Skied into straightaway right. Jordan will wait on it. And he puts it away for the first out.
Batting fifth.
All right, let's take a look at the Tampa Bay Rays on defense. Let's spot shadow Bryce Harper, and why wouldn't we? He's only one of the best players in the game. He puts it on the line every night in the field and at the plate.
Stepping in at the plate, Todd Helton. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. The average coming in, 257. 9 homers and 25 driven in. Set to deliver the 0-1. Bottom of the second here with no score. Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
Hey, textbook waste pitch right there. Does he go elevated fastball again or something slow below the zone?
Here comes the 1-2. Is swung on and missed. He got him.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
In now is Anthony Rendon. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. The numbers coming in. He's at 255, 6 home runs and 22 RBIs. Two balls and no strikes to Anthony Rendon. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
Well, they've really had an answer for keeping him in check in this series. He's offered very little resistance with the bat in his hand so far.
The 2-1 home is a fastball that misses. Michael Conforto would be next. The 3-1. Hit hard on the ground to the right. Beautiful diving stop. It's in time. 3 thumbs up here in the booth following this gorgeous play at second base. More from Anaheim right after this. set for the start of the inning, and at the plate will be the speedy outfielder, Carl Crawford. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch.
The offense better get it going right here, because they certainly can tell from their dugout this guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
1-1 the count now. Pitch on the way. A ball and 2 strikes.
Hey, usually the second time through the order you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating and feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Yanked hard, but foul to the right.
Man, he wants that swing back. He'll be thinking about that all night. He crushed that ball. He just needs to stay back a little longer.
A full count to the Rays center fielder.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
Heading out towards shallow right. Jackson has to come in a few steps, but he has it for out.
Now back.
And before we get much further, time for a look at the standings entering play today as you see where the Angels find themselves in the American League West. Into the box, Michael Jordan. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Gotta find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
Swung on, and this ball is absolutely crushed. Forget about it. And it's gone. So a solo shot here to left center field. 4th home run for him on the season as the Rays move out on top 1-0. I'm sure you know it's coming after that bomb. That's right. Let's check it out on Show Track. And as the numbers come in, we see it was projected at over 450 feet. An incredible home run to watch. Anthony Rizzo stands in now.
The first baseman.
As he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. The 1-0. Lifted the other way out to left center. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting.
Had a long way to go to make that running catch, and here it is again with the Show Track numbers. Took a great angle at it, showed nice closing speed, and ended up running close to 110 feet to finally bring it in. No doubt an effort his teammates are appreciative of. In now, Alex Rodriguez. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Now the 1-0.
Great pitch right there. That is a huge breaking ball. Not shocked he took it. Got to calibrate that one for a second.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Oh, not cheated on that one. It's 2-2.
You could tell by the hitter's balance after that swing that he's seeing the ball really good. His timing is right there, and I expect him to catch something clean.
Here now the 2-2. Line towards center field. And that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances.
Dan, he took that right back at his face right there. Exactly what you're trying. Concern.
Yeah, that's a case of a ball being right down the middle. As a pitcher, you want to work.
Into the box, George Brett. He'll lay off a slider too low, ball 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Here comes the 1-0. Rodriguez leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Lays off the slider that time. 2-1. Back up the middle and in for a base hit.
Hey, D-Row, are you aware of this? After that knock right there, that's an 11-game hitting streak. You think he knows it's at 11?
I think he knows exactly that it's at 11. It starts off innocent. You just want to get a few knocks to get the hitting coach off your back. Next thing you know, you wake up, you've been sleeping easy for almost a week, 8 days. Now we're on 11. This guy's dinner tastes different.
As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike 1. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Harper behind with an 0-2 count now.
Hey, down 0-2. He better be leery of this guy's nasty changeup. He has the ability to bury it down and away or down and in wherever he wants to. So you got to be on point with this one.
And Anderson will just get in front of it. It's a single. And this will not be close, and the run will score easily.
The catcher, number 4.
And time will be called here as the pitching coach heads out to the mound and hopefully try and settle this guy down a bit. Stepping in now, Victor Martinez, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1.
Well, I think he's got to find a way out of this jam and limit the damage. If he's unable to do that, this game could get away from him.
The 1-0 home is a heater in there for a strike.
Hey, I still believe in my heart the best pitch is a well-executed fastball down and away, and that's exactly what that is. He swings at that. That's off the end of the bat. That's not hard contact at all. And that's
we'll have to leave it there as the play is made for the 3rd out. So it's 2 runs on 4 base hits. No errors and a couple of men left on. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Rays 2 and the Angels nothing. With Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian as Michael Conforto digs into the left side of the batter's box to start things out.
Conforto.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate.
Hey, when you're featuring a mid-90s fastball like this pitcher, attack with that pitch. Get ahead. Get the offense on their toes. That opens up the off-speed pitches later in the game.
Conforto behind, a ball and 2 strikes.
Man, that's a good take there on that 0-2 fastball just missed. He must have a really good eye at the plate.
Swing and a little tapper.
When a pitcher puts you in the proverbial rocking chair like he's doing right now, you have to take a deep breath. You can't start trying to guess along with him. Trust your fundamentals and stay on that fastball.
2-2 the count. Into the windup and the pitch. He stays alive, still 2-2.
4 foul balls in this AB. Pitcher cannot find anywhere to go to put this guy away.
3-2. The count is full to the Angels DH.
These are the kind of ABs, regardless of the outcome, you go back to the dugout as an offensive player, and your teammates are loving on you for making that pitcher work and battling it out.
Fouled off. And it's fouled away.
You can visibly see the body language of this guy on the mound is completely changed during this at bat. 6 foul balls has to be completely frustrating him that he can't put him away.
Fouled away. Not much behind this as this ball is looped over toward first. But no problem at first, and that's the first out. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you can see there, he's part of a flat-footed tie for the AL lead. So there's the first out here in the Angels' third, and here comes Anderson. The pitch. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike one.
Hey, I'm surprised he went to that spot in his zone. This guy is known for being a down and in hitter. Don't expect too many pitches going in that spot.
Angels still looking for hit number 1 in the ballgame. A good rip that time by Garrett, but he comes up empty. 0-2.
This pitcher's bringing it with some high velo. You better get that front foot down early and get ready, or he's going to throw it right by you.
Oh, and he's going to get rung up on a curveball, and that looked like a questionable strike at best. 2 away.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
Ted Simmons is at the plate as he watches ball 1. 2 out, nobody on. Sent on the ground out to second. He's got it. Throw cleanly into first, and that ends the inning. Angels go down 1-2-3. They trail things here 2-0. Start of the 4th upcoming, but first, Heidi Watney standing by with a report.
Matt, Rays manager Kevin Cash talked to me in between innings about his lineup's offensive production. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. Looking at the numbers, they currently have 4 hits coming from at-bats where they were behind in the count. That indicates that these guys are absolutely battling at the plate and making it very difficult for the opposition to get them out.
All right, Heidi, thank you. And now, Brandon Lau. He's 2 for 10 in the series coming into today.
I'm interested to see how focused their ABs will be playing with this lead. I think this needs to be a little bit of a smell blood inning. Keep the fire rolling. I know it's early, but keep the pressure going. Swinging the bat's nice.
There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2.
He's attacking this hitter a lot more aggressively than he did the first time when he faced him and issued a walk, coming right after him here.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch.
He got a mistake. Can't foul that pitch off in a big spot. 0-2 count. Hader caught too much of the
barrel of the bat breaks in 2 that time. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th. Good time now to check out the Angels Road to the Show report as you see a couple of guys in the upper levels of the minors that have been making waves of late. To the plate now, Ichiro Suzuki. As he'll take a look at his strike on the outside corner, it's 0-1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. The windup and the 0-1. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. 2 runs, 7 hits, and no errors for Tampa Bay so far. This is skied into short left center. Skip has a play. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
The center fielder, number 14, Carl Crawford.
Next to hit, Carl Crawford. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. First pitch on its way. And he puts it on the ground to second. Scooped up. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Rays, as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Now at the plate, here is Jim Skip back to the top of the lineup as
And
they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
Pitch on the way. The 1-0 home is a ball down and away.
2 balls, no strikes.
Two balls and a strike to the Angels leadoff hitter.
You know, from an offensive standpoint, they already knew they had their work cut out for him against a great pitcher. But if he's going to locate like that, this is going to be a tough day.
And that's in there above the belt, so it's even now, 2-2.
Yeah, this is one of my biggest pet peeves in the game, when guys get count leverage and take fastballs. It's a game of fastballs. You calibrate everything off the heater. Surprising take right there.
And he fouls this one off. Good swing just a little early, and he'll see another payoff pitch. Another full count pitch home. Popped him up. Rizzo is there for it. 1 out.
The batter, number 22, second baseman, David Fletcher.
Now into the box, David Fletcher comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First pitch on the way.
That's a pitch he'd like to have back. You're not going to see very many pitches like that from a pitcher of this quality. I'm sure he'd like to have that one back to take a swing at it.
No runs, no hits, and no errors to this point for the Angels. Now a fastball is lifted into the air to shallow center. And he will make the play. 2 away now.
The center fielder, number 27, Mike Trout.
2 gone now for the Angels in the 4th. And standing in, the ever-dangerous Mike Trout. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. Breaking ball drops right in the chute for a strike.
Hey, it's not always about filling up the strike zone all the time every inning. He's pitching well as we're moving into the middle innings, but interestingly, less than 50% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
Oh, and he's finding his groove out there now. It's 0-2.
I know this guy has a lot of weapons on the mound, but what makes him so successful is that he's aggressive in the zone, getting ahead, forcing action.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Angels are gone in order. They're down 2-0. All ready to go in the top of the 5th, and that'll bring up the outfielder, Michael Jordan.
Yeah, he absolutely torched the fastball his last time up. Pretty much a no-doubter, so he's got to be feeling pretty confident right here.
And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. Count even now at 1-1. And it's 1-2.
I got to count 1 and 2.
Did well just to make contact there as he spoils off a good changeup.
He hasn't thrown that pitch much all game. I got to believe as an offense, you just got to throw that pitch away and move on to the next one.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
What a great battle to start this inning. What a great job by the leadoff hitter. He knows that this pitcher's starting to get up there in pitches. The manager's starting to get restless. Let's see if we can knock him out and get into that bullpen.
And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
The first baseman, number 44, Anthony Rizzo.
Andrew Heaney will come on in relief now as he'll make his 10th appearance of the season.
Number 31, Andrew Heaney.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Anthony Rizzo. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Curveball close. But it's 1-1. Popped him up. Rendon in foul ground. And a diving effort, but it's out of his reach, a foul ball.
I know that fastball registered at about 92, 93, but I guarantee you it looked about 4 to 5 miles an hour faster than that. For this offensive player, after coming off a curveball, the old push the throttle and pull it is being used.
And he'll reach second now with 1 away.
Now batting.
And as you see right there, that'll push his hitting streak yet another game as he has been on fire this month.
Yeah, he certainly has. He's seeing the ball so big, Matty. You see the confidence oozing off him in the box. He hasn't fished at anything in the last month or so. So I don't expect this to go away anytime soon.
At the plate now, Alex Rodriguez. Oh, and this ball is absolutely blasted. High and deep. And gone up into the second deck. So a 2-run homer down the line in left. Number 21 for him on the season. And the Rays have opened it up even further now. It's 4-0.
And with one swing at a bat, he shows you why he's dripping with tools. He's got the speed. He's got the power. You don't know how to attack this guy. You can't put him on base with a knock or a walk, or he'll just end up on second or third. And if you leave something over the heart of the plate, that's what can happen.
Up next for Tampa Bay.
At the plate, George Brett. As he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball, 1-0. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. The 1-0 is taken, strike 1. Still only one out in the inning. Up high, 2-1 now.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. Around first, he's digging for second. And he'll pull into second with 1 away.
Well, he was definitely struggling coming into this one, but I think we could say that cold streak is officially over. That's his second hit of the game, and it goes for extra bases. We'll see now if this game proves to be a huge turning point for him.
Next to dig in will be Bryce Harper, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. He's got hits in both of his at-bats so far in this one. The 1-0 is taken for ball 2.
Hey, the bullpen needs to step up in this situation. I got to believe the manager was hoping for way more than this.
Now the 2-0.
That's ball 3.
Looks like this guy's afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. Gave up that home run earlier in the inning. Needs to get back to being aggressive.
Three and 1. Brett leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Full count, 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home. A bullet to first base, but the runner is back to avoid the double play.
The catcher, number 41, Victor Martinez.
Next, it'll be Victor Martinez. He flew out in his last AB. Here's the first pitch to him. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. From the belt, kicks and deals. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
On 0-2 here, he doesn't have to give in with a great pitch to hit. He's got a base open, so he has to focus on making a good pitch right here.
To 1-2 now. He's ready now. The pitch.
Ball 2.
And strike 3 called as he says, you got to be kidding me, with the side retired. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run home run. On to the bottom of the 5th. It's now 4-0 Tampa Bay. Welcome back to Anaheim as we check in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the state of the Angels offense with their manager between innings. And he told me, overall, he's not happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They haven't had a single guy on base yet, so it's starting to feel a little desperate down here. But he said they've unfortunately just been faced with some really great pitching today. The key going forward is to find any way they can to get him out of his rhythm on the mound. Now, that may be a tall task, but they feel the little adjustments could lead to things turning around for them.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Now the 1-1 pitch is laid off for ball 2.
This guy's been really on point so far, but it's not getting any easier. He has to get through 4, 5, and 6 right here.
2-2 now. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2. Count remains full. 3-2 one more time. And the perfect game will go by the wayside here as this pitch misses for ball 4.
And I'm sure the manager's just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving one up where he can really hurt you.
So stepping in is Todd Helton, struck out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
First offering. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. Pitch out.
1-1.
Nothing doing. A runner. Now the 1-1 pitch. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Fastball is looked at for strike 2.
Runner!
There goes the runner. Swing and a miss, strike 3. The throw. Not in time as he steals second. So they can't get the strike him out, throw him out, double play as there's a runner in scoring position now following the punch out. So a runner on second with 1 down now. And the next hitter will be the right-handed bat of Anthony Rendon. He's set. Here it comes.
That elevated fastball right there, that is the biggest change in the game today for me. When I first came up, a lot of guys working that Greg Maddux east to west.
Swings through it for strike number 2. Count remains at 0-2.
You can definitely tell with that foul off right there that he's picking up spin on this pitcher's off-speed stuff. Maybe expect a fastball on this next one.
Now a fastball here that'll wisely lay off, and it's 1-2. 1 out and a runner on second base. Had him fooled as he swings through the curveball. 2 down.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough go of it at the plate with him, and watching this at bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you can tell these things and exploit them.
Standing in now, Michael Conforto. And he's a bit tardy there on the first pitch fastball. It's 0-1. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Ball 1.
There is a base open here, so the option to work around him is there if they want to go that route.
2 out here and a runner at second. Fouled off. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Angels strand 1. They're down 4-0. So here is Brandon Lau. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
The second baseman, Brandon Lau.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. As he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. There's the big breaking ball, and it's by him for a strike. Lau is one of the very few left-handed bats that displays a lot of power against left-handed pitching. He drives the ball well in these matchups, which simply has not been the case very often in baseball.
Yeah, and I think it all starts with his front shoulder. I mean, so many times you see left-on-left matchups, and what is it? Slider in the dirt, fastball that lights up a left-handed batter. Not with this guy. He keeps his approach short, keeps that front shoulder tucked, and plays with the big part of the field.
Into the box, Ichiro Suzuki. As he will take a look at a fastball in there as that strike zone expands just a little. It's 0-1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. The 0-1 on its way. Behind 0-2 now.
Hey, hats off to the pitching staff right here. They've been able to hold a hot hitter in check in Game 4 of this series.
Here it comes, 0-2. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
Wow, talk about being efficient. How about 6 pitches, 2 strikeouts? Doesn't get much better than that.
Carl Walker.
So now to the plate, Carl Crawford, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1.
Man, that's 7 straight strikes to start this inning. He's got a chance at an immaculate inning.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And they go away here. It's a called strike, 0-2.
Hey, and the beat goes on. That's number 8.
He got him. Lively fastball that time, and it puts an end to the inning. Pure dominance on the mound as he strikes out the side in order. Back with more of this Thursday afternoon business person special following this.
I forgot which, how long this pitcher had been in there, that's all. Something about that.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder, Garrett Anderson.
The left fielder, Garrett Anderson.
First pitch on its way. Back up the middle. And the Halos have their first hit of the game.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
To the plate now, Ted Simmons, as he'll take a look at ball 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. The set and the 1-0 pitch. Oh, break out the tape measure. That one is long gone. So a 2-run shot to left center. Home run number 5 on the year. And the Angels are right back in it. It's now a 4-2 score.
No surprise with that swing of the bat. This guy is simply one of the best in the game right now. There's not too many guys that take a beautiful hat like that in the league.
In now, Jim Skip, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. No hits to this point. Lifted down the line in left. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball.
If you're on the mound right here, you got to trust your catcher and execute. You know who's coming up to the plate.
Swing and a flare down the line. Here comes the right fielder. He can't get to it. This one's down.
Well, that's what's so disappointing as a pitcher, Vero. You make a really good pitch, and yet this guy's so big and so strong, he's able to muscle it into right field for a base hit.
Yeah, you hand your batting gloves to the first base coach right there, and you thank your lucky stars. That's a nice AB.
Stepping in now, David Fletcher, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. And there's ball 1. skip. Aboard here at first with nobody out. Throw over to the bag, and he'll get back in safely. Big breaking ball and a beauty that time. 1-2.
That pitch tells me this guy's feeling frisky right now. He's on. He's got everything working.
The 1-2.
That's ball 2.
This is in a bit tight, maybe above the letters as well, so it's a full count now, 3-2. Nobody out, runner on first. Now a throw over, just keeping him close. Now the payoff pitch home. Now this is out in front, maybe tough to get to, and he won't even think about second as he'll flip on to first for the sure out.
The center fielder, number 27, Mike.
And now in the box, Mike Trout. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Here's the first pitch to him, as he can't catch up on a fastball at the letters, and it's strike 1.
This is going to be an interesting at-bat. I think he has to be pitching for a strikeout here, so we'll see what kind of sequence he uses.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. And he takes this one high, 1-1.
Right guy, right spot. This is one of the better hitters in their lineup. Just the guy they want to see coming up now to get this inning going.
And there's ball 2 now. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. And solid contact there as this ball is belted high in the air out to left. You can kiss it goodbye. Two-run shot that time for Mike Trout. 7 home runs for him on the year now, as that'll pull him even at 4 apiece.
Well, if I was the manager, I would tell my pitchers to work around this guy. I mean, he's hit 3 home runs against them in this series. What more do they need to see? 4, 5? Jeez, enough is enough.
The plate, Reggie Jackson. He'll go after a curveball out of the zone to start the at-bat. It's 0-1.
This lineup has a chance to knock this guy right out of the game. 4 runs in the inning, and they smell blood.
Boy, Dero, you hit the nail right on the head right now. This is a team that can score some runs. They have a pitcher that's reeling right now. They need to knock him out and knock him out ASAP.
Count now, a ball and a strike. And this pitch misses. It's 2-1 now to the Angel right fielder. And through 5 1/3, already coming up on 100 pitches here.
Yeah, Matty V, this pitch count continues to go up, up, up. Near 100 pitches here. He's not even through the 6th inning. And Mark DeRosa, this is right where you'd like to have a pitcher like this guy.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of stress pitches for him, you know. Usually you can throw 100 pitches, and if you're not taxed and there's not people in runners in scoring position, you could be all right. But he's had to grind this one.
Driven nicely into the gap. He takes the turn and heads for second. And he'll reach second now with one away.
Wow, his manager must have a lot of faith in him, and I'm not sure why. He's given up 5 hits in this inning alone, and it doesn't look like it's going to come to an end anytime soon.
Ryan Yarbrough, a 6'5" left-hander, takes over on the mound now. Into the box, Todd Helton, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Front door curve is taken. Strike 2.
Hey, if he's going to execute that curveball, and that's the first one of the day, if he's going to execute it like that, be on the lookout for that one. That's going to be a big pitch for him today.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. The next 0-2. Misses. That's ball 1.
Hey, the fish ain't biting there on that 0-2 breaking ball, but you got to be careful because this pitcher might throw him another one.
4 runs here in this half inning. And this one's in the dirt, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. Here now the 2-2 is laid off and the count runs full.
Wow, this is a pretty good at bat right here, from down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2, and he's seen a lot of pitches too.
7th pitch of the at bat coming up. Swung on but fouled off to the left. Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. Another one sent foul. Payoff pitch one more time, and he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man.
And with first base open, the last thing he wanted to do was give him something to hit the heart of the zone. So no harm done. Force out anywhere now.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Now a bunt attempt here. And the throw will come to first, so the sacrifice works as planned. So next to hit is Michael Conforto. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. And now the first pitch. Squares with 2 outs and gets it down. And he'll step on the bag and himself, and the inning is over. 9 men come to the plate, 4 score. 7th inning coming up, and we are tied 4-4. Steve Cishek is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 40, Steve Cishek.
And stepping in, Michael Jordan grounded out in his last at bat.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful.
Strike 1 to start the at bat. The 0-1 pitch. This one's down to third. Fielded by Rendon. On to first, and a big out to start the seventh. One gone.
The first baseman, number 44, Anthony Rizzo.
One out now in the Tampa Bay seventh, and that brings in Anthony Rizzo. First pitch on its way. Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone.
Hey, this one's tied late in the game. As a pitcher right now, you just can't lay a cookie in there 1-0.
Here it comes.
2-0 to a guy with this kind of pop. You better be awfully careful because he's going to be swinging out of his shoes.
All knotted up. 4-4 the score here in the seventh. Too far out in front that time. He can't keep it fair. 2-1. Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. Two balls and two strikes to Rizzo.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think he'll be careful here. Shoot for the corner, and if you miss and you walk him, so what? That's better than him putting one in the seats.
Now the payoff pitch home. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. And they have taken the lead.
Anthony with the game.
Solo home run here for Anthony Rizzo.
Yeah.
Number 28 on the season. As they will take the lead here. It's now a 5-4 ball game.
Ooh.
Well, one of the narratives of today's game has been driven by the long ball. We've seen these squads go deep, but combined 5 times in this one.
Yeah, Matt, you know what, D-Roll, we got up this morning for this day game here. We were expecting a high-scoring game, but boy, we haven't been disappointed.
Yeah, you take the temperature of a lot of guys in the league. They definitely will tell you they see the ball better in the daytime than they do at night. Case in point today, ball was jumping off the bats of both lineups.
Alex Rodriguez is in now as he watches a pitch for ball one. One out, nobody on. 1-1 the count.
You can really tell they're trying to keep the ball in on this big slugger right here.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt, but he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
The 1-1. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. And a swing and a miss there on a late breaking slider as he set down on strikes for the second time this afternoon.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
So now to the plate, George Brett, as he'll pop this one foul off to the left and out of play. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. And he missed with it. It's 1-2. Turned on, but it's wide of first and foul. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Rounded weakly to the right side. Knee high, he barehands it. It's there, he got him. One scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. Get up and stretch, and it's now 5-4 Tampa Bay. Colin McHugh gets the call from the pen to take the ball for the home seventh.
Tampa Bay, number 31, Colin McHugh.
Last half of the seventh here, and standing in is the veteran outfielder, Garrett Anderson.
The left fielder, Garrett Anderson.
The pitch. As he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0.
You know, because this is just a one-run game, this doesn't strike me as a situation where he's going to be working around a guy. I think he's going to challenge him right here.
Now the 1-1 pitch.
I mean, he's coming right after him, Matty. 3 fastballs in a row.
The 1-2. Grounded back up the middle. He gets dirty, but he can't get there, and it's into center field.
They need to be aggressive right here from the offensive standpoint. Lead off base hit, bottom of the 7th. You're down 1. This has to be the moment they scratch one across.
To the plate now, Ted Simmons, as he'll swing and hit this one hard, but foul off to the left and out of play. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Set to deliver the 0-1. Goodness, 0-2 now.
Ooh, wait, that was an ugly swing. I'm sure he's not going to watch that one on replay after the game.
Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
Pretty textbook pitching right there. Jump ahead in the count 0-2
Now
and then start working outside the zone. Easier said than done, but that's the way to do it.
In now, Jim Skip will swing and lift the ball fouled off to the left and out of play. Anderson leads off first with 1 away. In the dirt here. Here's the 0-2. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
That's a big strikeout there with the tying run over at first base. Now,
22.
with 2 outs, it becomes a lot more difficult to manufacture that guy home. Probably need a ball in the gap to give him a chance.
Next up is David Fletcher. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch of the AB on its way.
1-0.
Two out with the man at first. A ball and a strike. popped up. Rizzo over to his left, and that ends the inning. Angels leave one, and the deficit holds at 5-4. Mike Mayers has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the eighth.
Number 21, Mike Myers.
Now to bat, Bryce Harper. He'll have the first crack at it here as we start inning number 8.
Number 3, Bryce Harper.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
Victor Martinez.
Into the box now, Victor Martinez, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. Clearly off with his timing on that one, a swinging strike. And now we see a right-hander up and throwing in the Angel bullpen. Bases are empty, one man out. Strike 2 as that's taken on the outside part of the plate. Pulled toward right center field. On the move is Trout. He gets there, and that's the second out.
The batter.
So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Brandon Lau. In his career versus this pitcher, he's 1 for 2. From the stretch. As with 2 away, he'll swing and miss at a first pitch fastball for strike 1.
Hey, this could be a huge momentum swing for this team right here. Relief pitcher has come busting through the gates and done his job. Try and get this team back in the dugout where the offense can get rolling.
The 1-1 is in there for the second strike.
I got to count 1 and 2.
Frozen for strike. They hold on to a 5-4 lead. Diego Castillo is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 63, Diego Castillo.
Bottom of inning number 8 set to go, and that brings up Mike Trout.
Yeah, Matt, and going back to that last at-bat when he hit the homer, that was a fastball that was up in the zone. This guy likes the ball up in the zone, so if I'm on the mound right now, I'm thinking try to keep the ball at the knees and below. He doesn't handle that low pitch quite as well.
The windup and the 0-1. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. He struck him out the 3rd time he's fanned in the game.
Made pretty quick work of him right there, setting him down on only 4 pitches. And what I liked about all of those pitches, they were down around the knees or lower. Pretty hard to do any kind of damage when pitches are located in that spot.
Reggie Jackson comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. 2-1. All even now, 2-2. One out, nobody on. Good eye to lay off the slider there, and he works it to full 3-2 here.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
And it's fouled away. Ground ball sent back up the middle, and that finds its way into center for a one-out base hit.
Dan, this guy's on fire. I used to say all the time it's about 150 ABs to 200 ABs where you start figuring out what type of season you're going to have. He's obviously in May, and he's on fire.
D-Row, he's been locked in from day one of this season, and it's continuing right now. Anything that is around the strike zone, he feels he can get the barrel to it, and he continues to hit line drives.
At the plate now, Todd Helton. Pitch misses low. The throw down. Ball's there, and he is out. Good throw.
Check out the lead here. That's about as standard as it gets, and it didn't do him a lot of help on that steal attempt either. Could have been a different story if he took another couple feet off the bag.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch.
That's ball 2.
2 out, nobody on.
Hey.
2-2.
Trying to count 2-2.
And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full. Anthony Rendon would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Lifted the other way out to left center. Center fielder giving chase. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Angels held in check there. Still down a run. It's 5-4. Raisel Iglesias enters from the pen to start the ninth inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the ninth.
Raisel Iglesias.
Stepping in once again is Ichiro Suzuki. Struck out in his last trip to the plate. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. And look at this, a bunt attempt to start the ninth. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the ninth inning gets underway.
Well, he was planning that before he even got in the box, and he got it down, but it wasn't quite good enough to put him on board.
Now the first pitch. Carl Crawford is the batter now as he looks at a ball of 1-0. And now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. One-run game here in the top of the ninth. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. Pitch on the way. And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2. Into the windup and the pitch. Lifted down the line in left. And that's in there. Base hit. He'll get it into second. The tag, and he is out at second.
The right fielder, Michael
Michael Jordan will stride in one more time as we flash you back to earlier. This was a big blow right here as he leaves the yard with plenty to spare. First pitch coming. Here it is. Now a swing and a deep drive to left. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. A solo shot here to left. His second home run of the game. And it's now 6-4. That's dinger number 6. Derby here, guys.
Dan, they're absolutely not going to cover off the ball. I'm curious to get your take on this. I didn't find it to be the truth. I didn't mind hitting at night, but a lot of guys say they see the ball better during the day.
You know what's funny, D-Row, is I prefer to pitch in night games as opposed to day games. I always thought it was advantage to the hitter, and so far that looks like it's the case in this one right here. They must be seeing the ball really well because they're just absolutely smoking the baseball right now.
Here comes the 1-0.
Hey, there's not a lot you can do with a slider breaking down and in unless you catch it way out front. I like the idea of taking it and making the pitcher bring you something a little more hittable.
2-1 after the foul ball there. Fouled away. Grounded down the third baseline. And he struck him out. So a good pitch there, and now they're going to need to string some hits together in this last at-bat if they want to get back in this thing. One for the Rays on the solo home run. Last chance coming up here for the Angels. It's the Rays 6 and the Angels 4. Nick Anderson comes on looking for a save here in the bottom of the ninth inning.
Number 70, Nick Anderson.
All set for the bottom of the ninth. And that'll give way to the third baseman, Anthony Rendon.
The third baseman, Anthony Rendon.
Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1.
Tying run stands on deck, but it'll only matter if the guy in the box can get on base.
Yeah, and that has to be his mentality at the plate right now, Matt. He can't be the hero, so he needs to do what he can to give the guy behind him a chance to be the guy.
Behind 0-2 now. Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2.
You know he's probably cheating on that inside pitch after he got jammed earlier. If you're on the mound right now, you want to try to hit that outside corner, and there's a pretty good chance you'll get him to roll over something.
A bouncer to the left side, taken in by Brett. Throw on to first, and one third baseman grounds out to the other, one away.
Now back.
And definitely worth another look with our show track data. Great reaction from the hot corner to make the backhand stop, and then he unleashes that very strong throw while in the air all the way across the diamond. He's going to be smiling about that one. Into the box, Michael Conforto, as he'll take a breaking ball too low, and it's 1-0. In his career against this pitcher, he's gone 2 for 8. The 1-0. started to go around, but it's ruled strike one anyway. Swing and a miss, 2-2 now. A bouncer up the middle, fielded cleanly. Throw on to first is in time, and the Angels are now down to their final out.
Now batting, left fielder, Garrett Anderson.
Ready now for L.A. Garrett Anderson. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. He's set, and the pitch. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. A ball and a strike. And this is swung on and missed. So with that, they find themselves down to their final strike here this afternoon. Angels down to their last strike. And he fouls this one off. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Fouled off. The next 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Man, they've already put the all-time winning streak record in their rearview mirrors. But with every win, it gets further and further away. We could say this now. This is one of the greatest teams in the history of baseball.
6-4, the outcome today. The Tampa Bay Rays jumped ahead in the 7th inning and never gave the lead back. Ryan Yarbrough gets the win in relief, his 2nd of the year. Nick Anderson records the save, his 5th of the year. So that will wrap things up. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our whole crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, head to theshow.com.
The final line score for this afternoon's ball game. For the victorious Rays, 6 runs on 13 hits, no errors. They left 7 men on base.